Hi. Okay, so some of you were having trouble with the transformation problem that was in the last homework. So I just wanted to do a quick example to show you how it works. And in particular, it's the last few steps that a lot of people are having trouble with. So if you've had trouble, watch the video and then try the homework that deals with these types of things. So in this problem, we've got f of x equals sine x. Uh, you apply all of these transformations to it, and you're supposed to end up with some new g of x. And in this problem, the way that I want you to think about it is by taking a general point on f, and then applying these transformations and seeing what the new general point looks like in g. So the general point in f of x, is sine x, which means if I plug in x in any x that I want, or actually, let's make it a. So if I plug in any a that I want, I'm going to get sine of a, right? So first I'm going to shift it 3 units to the left. So 3 units to the left is like saying, okay, I'm going to take my x values and subtract 3 from them. So now I have this point on that graph. And so this one part's done. Then I got to vertically shrink by 1/4. So that's the same thing as taking my y values and multiplying them all by 1/4. So that's pretty simple. Okay, if I'm going to reflect across the y-axis, if you think about it, that means that this point, if it's x comma y, is now negative x comma positive y still. So the x values just change sign. So in order to change sign, that's like this, negative a minus 3, parentheses, comma 1/4 sine a. Another way of thinking about this, I'm just going to rewrite this right now. That's the same thing as positive 3 and a negative a, so it's 3 minus a, comma 1/4 sine of a. Okay, let's see, so now this one's done. Then I got to horizontally stretch by 2. So that's like taking this point and multiplying the x value by 2. So now I get 6 minus 2a. Actually, I'll write it this way. 2 parentheses 3 minus a, comma 1/4 sine a. If you wanted to simplify that, you could, but it doesn't really matter. So this one's done. And now I'm going to shift up 6 units. So if I go up 6 units, it's 2, 3 minus a. I got to add 6 to my y values. So it's this whole thing plus 6. All right. So this is going to be a point on my new function, which is g of x. So on g. So that means that if I plug this in for x, I should get that for y, which is like saying that another way of saying the same exact thing is, so g of x, and my x is this, gives me my y value, and my y value is 1/4 sine a plus 6. Okay, so most people can get to the point, but then they have trouble dealing with this part. So remember, I asked for g of x, not g of 2 parentheses 3 minus a. So in order to do that, I'm going to do a little side work here. I'm going to replace this with an x. So it's now going to be g of x. Right? But that means I have to replace a with x terms. So on the side here, I'm going to say, okay, 2, 3 minus a, I replace with x. And so now I can solve for a. I'm going to get 3 minus a equals x over 2. So negative a is x over 2 minus 3. So a is positive 3 minus x over 2. So there's my a, which I can now plug in here. So my g of x now, because I replaced it with x, is 1/4 sine, and then a is the same thing as 3 minus x over 2 plus 6. So here is my new function. The part that was hard for students was going from this to this. So make sure you understand that idea, okay, and then you're set. That's really all there is to it. Okay, I hope that helps. If you watch this video, you're still totally confused, come find me at some point so we can talk about it.